If it bleeds, we can kill it.
So the other day I posted a YouTube short about why the line, "If it bleeds, we can kill it," was cringy in the movie Prey. I received a considerable amount of colorful responses. Let's take a look. Chris Burns, this is one of the more famous quotes from the first movie. It's a staple of the franchise. This isn't cringe, it's awesome. Sorry, Chris, but no, it's not. It is not awesome at all. Staple of the franchise? So you mean to tell me that they should start saying that in all the Predator films to follow? No. Carl Thompson, I thought it was an excellent part of the film with a nod to the original. I don't know what you're moaning about. Man up, dude. Don't you love it when they use the words nod and homage like they know what they're talking about? Man up, dude. Yeah, like he's talking to me like he knows me. Okay, buddy. Jennifer Busquets asks, why is it cringe? Well, Jennifer, after reading your comment, here's my take as to why the line was totally unnecessary and cringy in the movie. For the record, I really enjoyed Prey. The movie had a fresh new take on the iconic monster that we know as the Predator, and it was nice to see something new. This version of the Predator was more primal, raw, and it had a new set of weapons that was unique and memorable. New ideas that got me excited, invested, and heck, it got me buzzing and talking about this on YouTube, right? Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It was all about seeing and experiencing fresh new things. Predator, on the other hand, the first one, was lightning in a bottle. I absolutely love that movie. It's unique in all aspects of cinematography, creature design, casting, storytelling, pacing, character development, and it had an onslaught of memorable quotes we fondly remember to this day.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
What?
Anytime. You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
You're one ugly motherfucker. Get to the chopper!
You can say those lines and almost instantly your brain acknowledges who said it and what movie it came from. It baffles me as to why people claim that it's a homage to the original or a staple of the franchise. Meanwhile, they don't realize that it really just cheapens the overall quality of the movie. Well, turns out I'm not the only one who feels that way about recycling that line. Here are two great YouTube channels who share the same sentiment. Watch.
I'll tell you the thing that brought this down a grade for me, and that is this was doing its own thing for so long, which is what I was praising it for. You know, it really did stand on its own as a Predator movie, unlike any other, and did not need to reference the first movie at all, except for having a Predator in it. But there comes a moment where they just had to. They just had to repeat one of the most iconic lines from the first movie. And I'm just like, I would normally wouldn't think that that's a big deal, but for you to beautifully be doing your own thing and then just you dropped the ball right there, man. It was like you had it. And the funny thing is the movie was almost done.
And they wanted to make it the tagline all over again.
Yeah, and I just like, you didn't need to do that.
And then there's this line that comes out of absolutely nowhere.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Honestly, it's really fucking depressing how many people applauded like mindless seals simply because the guy said the thing. Like, that line actually made sense in the original movie because it followed directly on from the realization that they had in fact succeeded in injuring the seemingly invincible Predator.
When the big man was killed, you must have wanted it. Its blood was on the leaves.
They'd made it bleed, and so if it bleeds, then logically it must be killable.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
But here it's just dropped in for no reason other than because it's an iconic line that everyone remembers, and it just feels cheap and manipulative. If they could have found a reason to have someone shout, "Get to the chopper," then they absolutely would.
Of course, "Get to the chopper" wouldn't make any sense because of the time periods, but could you imagine the studio would implement something along the lines of "Get to the horses"? Oh boy. You see, studios these days are so afraid to try out new things, and they always have to dangle the nostalgia carrot in front of their audience. And if they're only willing to take a risk and try new things, yeah, it's sad. You know, they really don't know what they're missing. There's so much, it's a fresh new slate with this new movie. So why not take this opportunity to come up with fresh new taglines? If it bleeds, we can kill it was originally said by Dutch, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in the original Predator, and will always remain that way. Of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but if you ask me, saying that line in the movie Prey was totally unnecessary. What are your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. Subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, fun facts, Easter eggs, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.